I don't really know how to answer that question. It's been such a long time since we won a game. It's I'm just happy that we won a game. I'm really happy. It was a long time coming.
Were you concerned in the fourth quarter there? Things got a little bit sloppy,
Yeah,
I guess.
of
Trice tried to
course.
hit a few shots.
No, of course. When it gets in desperation mode and you have talented players on the other side, they got Jimmer Fredette who can put up a 20-point quarter by himself. Yeah, you're always concerned, and it's human nature, especially for young guys, to relax when they have a lead, and that's why you see on a night-to-night basis in the D-League and the NBA, 20-point comeback wins. And so, yeah, I was, they're looking at me like I'm crazy, and I am crazy because I want to win the game, and I don't want them to relax, and I want to maintain a 20-point lead with the win. And so we got to play that thing out. I mean, we're not to the point where we can start subbing and celebrating. We're not there yet.
Some of those plays out there, I'm talking about the alley-oops, some of Scott's buzzer beater threes, really looked like they were having fun out there. As part of the message you've been trying to hone in at some point during this losing streak is to get back to what you love about basketball in the first place?
Well, we've actually, and I really give credit to the players, they've actually stayed really positive and have continued to compete and play together and have fun playing the game through this entire losing streak, and that's a total testament to the guys in that locker room, that they've stayed at a high level and continued to fight every night, even with the losses mounting up. And so I thought tonight, obviously having the guys down, that really gave us a huge boost, and we were able to, it made it easier on some of our guys that have been here to be able to open up their game a little bit. And, obviously we made some shots tonight, but I thought defensively we really played well together, which is, I was surprised that we were so in sync with each other with having three new guys like that.
After that technical, you guys went on a 21-2 run. Given the technical, it's not as if he was making a huge impact during the game. So can you think of what it might have been that gave you such an extra boost there?
Gosh, the game of basketball, man, it's such a game of runs and momentum. And, that kid, he apologized. I thought he was very respectful. He didn't mean to do that, but you make them, and we do this all the time to ourselves. You make a mental error like that in a game, and things can change quickly, and that happened. He makes that play. He's not trying to hurt anybody. He's just trying to protect the rim, and then boom, it just sets off a run for us, and that that happens in the game.
Your perimeter defense has been one of the struggles that the guys have dealt with. At one point, you were holding the Knicks to 0 of 21 from long range. What does that say about the guys just sticking with it defensively and really pushing themselves and forcing them into tough shots and getting after the rebounds?
Yeah, I thought the guys were locked in defensively. Axel comes to mind. He did a nice job in his minutes on Jimmer. I thought he had a few tough calls by the officials, but he was good. Scott was good on his time. DeLon. Our perimeter defense was really impressive because they have some shifty, hard-to-guard guys. And our bigs, when the guards did make them go to the rim, our bigs were there with a presence. You saw those AB and Bruno's length, I thought, bothered those guys when they got into the paint. And so, yeah, it was a good performance. I'm very pleased with all the guys' defensive effort.
You mentioned Bruno. Would you say this is probably his most complete and, if not best game he's played with the 905 in his time down here?
I thought both sides of the basketball, he was our best player. And he didn't have a huge game. He didn't have, maybe the average fan doesn't see that, but there's no question I was feeling when he was on the floor, we were a more complete team. And I didn't know what it was going to be like because he hasn't been with us for so long. And I was really, nervous that it was going to be back to, not to square one, but it was going to be an adjustment again for him. And obviously he must be very locked in. He must be working hard with the big team. For him to come down here and play that way, there was a savviness to him. I thought that was his best game as a Raptor 905.
This game, I think it's one of the handful of games where you got a high pace and you guys didn't get lost on defense. You guys can, as a unit, and I guess partly Bruno in particular,
Yeah.
were coming down and getting to their guys and not leaving people open, not forgetting about like Jordan in the post.
Yeah, there was a few lapses in there, but for the most part, the energy to get back and sprint back, and I thought the substitution pattern was pretty good because I thought the guys were pretty fresh, and when they needed one, we got them out and got them back in, and they were completely focused defensively in transition. We didn't give them any easy things, and when they did get a run out, we took some fouls. I thought the Euro foul was big for us, and then besides that fourth quarter where it kind of got hectic, where they were playing a little street ballish and pulling up for threes in transition on disadvantaged breaks, I thought we were pretty solid there.
Were you surprised that Anthony Bennett looked so spry, considering the last time he was here, he was limited minutes with a back injury. He was listed as day-to-day just a couple days ago. So were you, I guess, surprised that he looked so healthy and good?
Well, no. I spoke with Alex McKechnie before the game, and he's done a lot of work with him over this time period since he hasn't been with us. And, he had basically confirmed, what was going on and that he's in a much better place. And he's not all the way back, but he obviously he's feeling a lot better. And I thought tonight, he forced a few shots, but for the most part, he let the game come to him. And I thought he played with not as much a sense of urgency and was more relaxed out there. And it looked that way, and he impacted the game because of that.
What did you think of his dunk in the first quarter?
It was pretty impressive. That was an explosive play. Yeah.
Just your three guys coming down after traveling back from London. Were you surprised they had that much energy?
Yes, and we were, they were coming from London. We're coming from playing last night, and I played with those guys a lot of minutes, and we were up at 3:45 a.m., and that's professional basketball. And I'm not, I'm pleased, but again, that's our job. That's what we signed up for, and you have to bring it every night, and they know every time you step on the floor, that's an opportunity for you to improve yourself and help the team win, and you got to be ready to go, and I thought everybody did a nice job in that area.